And that brings us to verse 22. While the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, winter and summer, and day and night shall not cease. While the earth remains appears to mean that the earth will not always last forever. And I got to tell you, this is a very confusing subject in the Bible, and there are a lot of people who will argue verse against verse as to whether the earth will always be here or not. But we are not at the end of all things, and so we can't really be too big-headed about our opinions of that matter. But even if the earth does last forever, it may not be in the exact same state that it's in now, and so no promise would be violated by God either way in this. One thing is for sure, though, whether the earth lasts forever but has a big major makeover, or whether the earth is a goner at some point in the future, until whichever happens, God has promised that things will continue on as they have. There will always be seed time, there will always be harvest, cold and heat, winter and summer, and day and night. These things are so regular and they are so predictable that people have built wondrous monuments around the world to the precision of God's handiwork. We have Stonehenge, we've got pyramids all around the world. We've got cave drawings where the sun will shine in at an exact time during the year and it'll illuminate a part of that cave drawing through a little hole in the wall. Even our modern scientific equipment and the star charts that we use, all of these are testaments to the splendid precision of what God has done. Every single morning, I get up every morning and I walk out into my backyard and I take a picture as the sun is rising. And I can go to my computer before I do that and I'll type in the word Sunrise Sarasota and up pops a little thing that tells me the exact moment that it's going to happen. So I don't need to waste any time. I just simply look there and then I walk out and click, take my photo. And that is how precise and how beautiful God's handiwork is. And then what I do, I paste it on Facebook and I paste it on a page here, and I have people all around the world that get to enjoy Siesta Key sunrises every single day because of how gracious and beautiful our God is in giving us these beautiful sunrises that other people can't enjoy. We know exactly also when to plant our crops. We know when we should reap. We know just the right time to get up into the attic and get out our long johns, and we know just the right time to put those long johns away and pull out our swimming suits. Ski shops know exactly when to pull out the new line of snowboards, and the shops in Florida know exactly when the tourists are going to come down, which they're here right now, and they're going to spend a lot of money buying all kinds of crummy souvenirs that will end up very soon in the landfills around the world. And along with us, even the animals have a sense of when to do the things they do. Bears hibernate, birds and butterflies, they migrate. Moose get into their annual ruts. Dogs shed, love bugs swarm, coming soon to Siesta Key near you. All of these things happen at exactly their right time, at the appointed season by God. And even more than that, plants, which don't have any brain at all, know when to flower. They know when to put out these beautiful flowers that smell so wonderful. The grass knows when to sprout its seeds. The oaks, as we have seen here in Siesta Key in the past month and a half, drop their leaves and then they put out their pollen, which Tom loves so very much. And the almond tree has its nuts ready at just the right time. Everything is balanced so beautifully and so wonderfully that man is ready at just the right time to experience all of these things which come directly from the mind and the wisdom of God who purposed them for us. And we even know when to get out our bows and arrows and our rifles and do a little hunting. And that brings